Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to do Alliance Battle with you guys to show you the full extent of a Tier 1 ShaRog with the right team setup. Now, of course, guys, at the onset of the video, I am recording in a new location, so if the sound is a bit off, if you hear some weird noises, that's just because I'm on Mars right now. I'm not on my usual space station, so we're going to be broadcasting from a different frequency today, guys, so adjust your headsets and let's get into it. Here we go. You put Star-Lord as the leader for that big 45% damage bonus. And then we have Daisy in here because we can kill that Frost Beast nice and quick in the latter stages when he has about 700,000 HP just by using the Daisy buff and then switching back to ShaRog. Now the main issue with this fight is actually not the fight itself. It's fairly straightforward. You do ShaRog's guard skill, the 3-star skill. Then you do her 5-star and 6-star skills. And then you do sometimes her 1-star skill because it has a slight jump iframe, and then you just rinse and repeat. It's very straightforward. The only kind of tricky part, or kind of, I would say it's like an RNG part of this fight, is the Frost Beast's kind of like ultimate attack. He does this like AoE blast, white wind thing, where basically he just like bursts down for a whole bunch of damage on the screen, and it'll probably one-shot your ShaRog, or almost one-shot her if she's at full health. He just did it actually off screen, but it'll probably one-shot your ShaRog in the latter stages of this level, so you can kind of get unlucky. And if he does that too often, or if your ShaRog is at half health and your healing ISO set hasn't procced yet, and he does it just by chance, you could end up with a failed run. But I have already cleared this once before last week, so I know I can do it. It's just a matter of getting lucky, and it's just a matter of doing so while showing you guys. So this is my first run. Hopefully I will not have to record all this audio again with my second run, because you guys know I like to do it live. I don't like doing this stuff pre-recorded. So we're just clearing through all the mobs first at the beginning, like I showed you guys in that previous video a while ago. Feels like it's been ages since that video. But we want to kill these little mobs first because, of course, we want as close to max score as possible. Max score being about, I believe, 275 or 276,000. If you get lower than that, it's because you missed killing some of these mobs because you killed the Frost Beast too fast, or the Frost Beast killed the mobs when he was trying to attack you. So basically, everything is keyed around the Frost Beast kind of being a jerk-off to you, or giving you good RNG. Basically, yeah, the difference between a good run and a bad run is that stupid fucking Frost Beast. So we did see one at the end of, I believe, the second Thor movie, but he was way smaller and way less intimidating than this one is. And he was just jumping around at the end credit scene. It was pretty lame, actually. But I believe that is the one that they're referring to in these clips. It'd be interesting if they got a more like diverse cast of mobs, even just the regular mobs. Not necessarily the Frost Beast needs to be different, but if we just had like reskins on some of these mobs so they look different, they could look like, hand ninjas to be like Kingpin's mobs, or like whatever. There's so many things they could do with it, but to grind this thing every day and see the same fucking mobs every time, Ultron's minions and just generic soldiers, gets pretty boring visually speaking. So in the beginning, guys, I'm just clearing with Star-Lord because I can. Obviously, if you can't, switch immediately to ShaRog and do it with ShaRog. From here on out, I am going to use ShaRog because Star-Lord just doesn't do enough damage to cut it. Even at Tier 2, guys, he's just not able to clear on his own. And then here, we're only going to use Daisy's buff when it comes to the Frost Beast. Before the Frost Beast, ShaRog can do enough DPS on her own. She doesn't need it. She actually doesn't even need it here, so I'm actually going to show you guys what this looks like without it. She still does monster damage, as you guys can see. There goes more than 100k of the Frost Beast's life, and he only has 350 to begin with. So I do that a couple more times, and he is dunzo. Funzo dunzo. There we go. There was that, ultimate blast. It took about 5k. I've seen it proc for like 30 or 20k, excuse me. When he's towards the end of the stage. So the damage does obviously progress and it gets higher and higher, so you need to be more careful. The only strategy I've read online that gives any indication of what to do to kind of combat that is to stay close to the Frost Beast. I guess when you stay pretty close, he does other attacks instead of that one. He doesn't prioritize that like ultimate blast. But if you stay in the mid-range or if you run too far away, it does climb up the priority ladder, and he does tend to do it more often, I've found. Especially when I was using the old Kingpin clear. to try and get max score on this and the combat days. When I would, when my clones would run out, when Kingpin's clones would die, I would run away to wait for the timer to come down, the skill cooldown. And pretty often, when I was running back, he'd be in the process of doing that attack, or he would have already had just done it. Of course, guys, it helps to play on a tablet because you do get a wider field of view. I'm sorry that you guys are not on tablets. If you're on phones, it is a kind of unfair advantage, I would say. But it's one that you can take advantage of. Obviously, you need to have the Wallet Warrior status unlocked. That's a pretty difficult achievement to get, but once you have it, it does make things a little bit more interesting. He does kind of have like a pullback before he does his roar, but it's something it's almost impossible to anticipate. So here I'm going to take a mountain of damage, which is kind of shitty because I'm in a pretty bad spot. If he does the roar here, I'm donezo. So I'm actually going to switch out of safety. I'm going to buff, and then I'm going to buff, and then switch to Star-Lord. He can do some decent damage with Daisy's buff and this attack. Yeah, see, that was like 75k. That wasn't bad, but his other attacks are just so bad by comparison. That Frost attack is pretty bad too, but it's very one-directional, so it's easy to block, easy to get around if you see it. Yeah, we're just going to keep on going with this thing here, guys. Sorry, I had a really long flight, so if I sound kind of exhausted, kind of winded, it's because of that, guys. I spent a long time in a metal tube flying very, very high. And very, very fast, apparently. It always amazes me how fast those things go. I might sound like an idiot for saying that, but it's still pretty cool. Technology, man. Science. I don't know how those wizards in the sky make us fly, but I'm thankful to them. Alright, so we just cruise through this. You could definitely use Daisy's buff here. I'm just kind of lazy, and I really just want ShaRog's. There we go. I really just wanted ShaRog's heal set to proc, and switching out and in. I don't know if it's going to reset the timer. Like, I just don't want to take any chances. I just want her to heal up as close to full as possible. I want her to be as close to full health as possible when the Frost Beast comes a-knocking. And here he is coming a-knocking once more. We're not going to wait for the timer to run down and accumulate more damage. We do not want to take any risks. Here I'm going to switch to Star-Lord, and I'm just going to try to kill all the mobs. I mean, ShaRog is a good mob killer, but I just want to make things as easy for her as possible, because there is still the chance that she can die regularly. So Star-Lord does a pretty good job of AoEing these AoEing down these mobs. English is difficult, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna just try to clear it for her in that case. If I lose Star-Lord, it's really not a big deal. His main purpose in the later stages of this fight, after about 50,000 points, is just to switch in between when Daisy or ShaRog are on cooldown. Oh, I cast the wrong skill first. Whoops. Alright, that's my bad. I was supposed to cast her 3-star skill first, but that's okay. I got more damage in. She's healed up back to full, which is really awesome. So you guys see there in the first skill, she has a little jump animation, not the second skill. I never use the second skill. Okay, this is going well. That was the blast. See, guys? Wow. 19,000. That's just bananas. Here I'm going to have to switch. He's kind of forcing my hand. Now I basically have to play it super safe, and I have to try to only switch back into ShaRog when I know her 3-star skill is on cooldown and she's ready to go. I'm going to switch over to Daisy now, and I'm going to run, because that's a good idea. Then I'm going to buff, switch. Okay. I need that heal to proc really bad. He's going to die here, but I still really need this proc. I cannot get touched. Come on. Doesn't want to proc. I might die. This sucks. Okay, one more time. Come on, proc, please. I'm begging you to proc. No, daddy. Okay, we're still kicking, but we're in kind of a compromising situation. This is going to boost the runtime of this video. I'm sorry, guys, if you watched all the way through to the end, which I hope you do. This is unnecessary, but this is something that you have to do from time to time, so obviously keep in mind it is part of the game. Oh, there we go. So that proc was huge. I really needed that. I was basically gimped out without it. She's still in a really bad spot because it has a long cooldown, but I'm much safer now. I can take a couple of hits. I can actually play with her instead of just running away like a little coward. That's not the way to play, though. Sorry. My finger got stuck. I know, first world problems, right? Okay, so we got the Frost Beast too. This could be kind of tricky. We really need this proc. I mean, we had one, so I don't know what my cooldown is like to get it again, but we really need it. I'm going to switch out. I'm just going to run around. I'm just going to wait until ShaRog is off cooldown, then I'm going to Daisy buff, and then switch back into ShaRog. Hopefully I don't lose Daisy, because I do really need Daisy's buff later on. We are not even halfway. We're about halfway through this fight, and we've already fucked up a lot, so, you know, we need some luck rolls here. We need some procs here, pronto. Yeah, I need a proc bad. Here we go. Okay, getting in some breaths. Switching over to Star-Lord. Don't want to take any damage. I-frame 6-star, no DPS. That's cool, Star-Lord. A lot of people think his 3-star skill is an I-frame. It's not. It's just he moves around so damn much. There is almost no character in the game that can do proper tracking for Star-Lord, which I actually really like. I wish they had more skills like that with massive amounts of movement, like Elsa and stuff like that. See, this is really bad because both of my characters are on cooldown, and I can't see the Frost Beast, so I don't know what he's doing. I have to just pray he doesn't hit me, and I got really lucky. I need that proc, man. What the frickin' frick? I'm actually just going to try to use Star-Lord because I want to finish this. I want to try to get the proc to come off when the mobs are out instead of the Frost Beast, because one hit from the Frost Beast is enough to kill ShaRog at this point, and I cannot risk that. There's the blast. Oh, that's the other blast. This is really good because I know he's not going to turn and hit me, so I can just kind of go ham sandwich here. Oh, come on. Just die. I'm just being ultra safe here, guys. Do not want to fuck up this run. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is looking good, guys. We can try to recover here, try to get a couple of procs to come off, but we really need to play it safe with ShaRog, because otherwise we're in deep doo-doo. We're in deep doo-doo butter, and this might be the end here. If we don't get... Wow, there's no proc love for ShaRog. No procs at all. What is this? Like, it's definitely been enough time. So we're just going to try to be cute with Star-Lord here. Try to kill these guys, but as you can see, they have just mountains of health at this stage. So I know that there's a whole group there, so I'm actually going to switch out and do it this way because I really need this proc. Come on. I'm in big trouble here, guys. Feels like I've been saying that for the whole video. Oh, that proc was so timely. I don't know if that could have been better timed. Okay, we're going to run away and then proc again, hopefully. If there was an obelisk that shortened the skill cooldown on ISO sets, it would be the most broken shit ever. Just saying that right now. Okay, that's kind of bad because I've been using Star-Lord pretty often to give ShaRog a break when her 3-star skill is on cooldown. And because I've never had her on full health, because I've taken too many hits from lazy play, I've been kind of unable to take full advantage of this setup. So I'm hoping for another proc here, because she's still dangerously low. Looks like I'm not going to get one. I'm going to switch out. I know this is kind of too safe. And yeah, I might lose this run actually, guys, because I do definitely need Daisy's buff at the end, because it might take too long. I might run out of time. But hopefully I can switch here. Oh, okay, good. I got the switch. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're back in business. I can play a little bit more recklessly like I'm used to. We're going to run around here. We're going to get this. Okay, we're going to get into the second last stage here, guys. It's good to know what stage you're on. So there's still 2 more stages. The next stage is going to end at about 230,000 points. And then the next stage is the final one where we're going to cap out past 265,000. So here I can still do great DPS on these mobs, so I think with 7 minutes left, although I'm getting Dr. Octopus bios, I think I can clear this without switching to Daisy, because I do really need Daisy's buff for the Frost Beast, because he's the one that threatens the most damage. These mobs do threaten a lot of damage, but they're much easier to run away from, and they don't have any like big AoE attacks that can surprise you. They're fairly one-dimensional. Yeah, the guys with the laser guns are really annoying, but even those ones you can kind of bait them to attack and then run out of the way. So it's just the Frost Beast that he can surprise you with certain attacks and you don't see them coming. He actually has a very wide range of attacks, which I think is really cool. I think they designed that character quite well. And I do want to make another video about Alliance Battle because I think Alliance Battle serves a very interesting purpose in the game. It kind of has a dual purpose that I think we really need. And I've heard some people calling for changes in Alliance Battle. And although I do agree with some of them in principle, I think that there's a wider picture that they're missing about the game that the Alliance Battle really serves and only can serve right now the way the game is designed. If they were to make fundamental design changes to the game in the future, they could change Alliance Battle. But I think as it stands right now, in things that I don't want to get into right now because I want to make another video about it, oh, he did the roar, and I switched, and I dodged the damage. That was awesome. So he kind of does this, like, downwards dog, to use, like, a yoga term. He does, like, this inward inflection thing with his body. It's really hard to catch, and you have to be a weirdo like me and pay attention to this kind of stuff to even catch it. But if you guys slow the video down with the hilarious YouTube effects, and you can hear my voice in super slow-mo, which I haven't heard before, but I'm guessing it's hilarious because everyone's voice is hilarious in slow-mo. You can probably catch what I'm saying, and then maybe you can learn how to see it in your game. But basically now we're going solo with ShaRog to the end. So this is going to be pretty difficult, guys. Going to take a breath here. And Shiva Yoga. So I want to know what he's going to do here. He's going to do the jump. Okay, good. The jump is really good because it helps me anticipate for my my block attack. And then I want to run around his body. I don't want to go too far because I don't want him to do that AoE attack. I got the heal. I'm in pretty great shape. Basically, the only thing that's going to mess me up here is if he surprises me with that AoE attack and just one-shots me. That will still one-shot me, I'm pretty sure, because before we took about 19,000 damage, and we were at like 100,000, and we're at double that score now, so I'm guessing the damage has increased from then till now. But I'm also a little bit worried now that I look at the time. We might run out of time. Hopefully we don't, though. This run has been going really well, and it's my very first run. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty happy. I will be pretty happy if we can make it all the way home, guys, on the first try. Sorry if I'm less funny than usual, or less dry, I guess. But this is a pretty difficult stage to clear, even with ShaRog. I mean, she's a monster, don't get me wrong. I wasn't even getting close to this number before with other characters that I had, which is kind of sad. Like, you know, Kingpin maxed out with his uniform, Deathlock nearly maxed out with his uniform, and still, you know, I was struggling to get to 200,000. Obviously, my play is not very good, guys, I know. But even still, like, ShaRog is just such an absolute freaking monster. Like, I'm sure the other Marvel Future Fight characters have nightmares about her in their sleep. That's how crazy she is. I felt like he was going to do the roar, but he didn't. So we're just going to go all in here, guys. We're going to really hope. I mean, we got it anyways, guys. We did it. YOLO. I don't know why I said YOLO. It doesn't make sense. But we did it already. We got the score. Even if we die here, it won't matter because we've already accumulated above the 265 that I was hoping to get. I'm just really happy that I got to show you guys on the very first try. You can do it a lot faster if you're much better at using Daisy's buff. I'm sure if I was more... There's the blast. Okay, that's fine. I'm totally happy with this score, guys. You saw I would have got it, but he got me with the blast, and I was kind of busy talking to you guys, so I couldn't get it all the way. But I think that's good enough, guys. It shows you what you need to do. It shows you the power of ShaRog, and it shows you the combo with Daisy. And this is the same combo that people are using to take down Infinity Thanos. I don't think I have the cojones to try that just yet, or the time, to be honest, but in the future I will. So when you see people recommending players like, or characters like Star-Lord, that's exactly the reason why. Star-Lord himself is not a very great character, although he's designed well. His DPS needs a huge bump for him to be viable as a solo character, but he's an excellent leader, and he does have some utility with his 3- and 6-star skills. But overall, guys, that was basically a ShaRog showcase. She ran the show from start to finish, and she just flexed her guns and her lance about how strong she is. And I'm sure that I could have cleared that a lot faster with the Daisy buff. That was the sentence I was trying to get off when I died. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if the audio is horrible. Let me know any other thoughts or suggestions you have for the channel, guys. And of course, as always, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.